Oldest quarter is here for a reason. Explanation when we come back. Hello YouTube, Iggy here. So, why do I have all these quarters laid out? Look at that, that's a microscope. Explanation is pretty simple. They all have varieties or some form of error on them. Apologies for the noise, there's a construction going on next door, so if you hear all the screeching and slamming and crashing, apologies. And also I have a laptop hooked up next to the microphone, so it will make slight noise as well. I'll try to avoid it as much as I can. But here we go. There's several quarters from different years, and obviously there are several for each year. Let me set up the camera so it's pointing at the view from the laptop, and we'll take a look and explanations what's going on here. What are the varieties and errors? Stay tuned. Alright, and we're back. Here we go. So, first in the lineup, 1965. Pretty beat up. I mean, circulated, obviously. There's known varieties on obverse and reverse for double dies, but I was looking at this one, and let me bring it up. So there's no double die, obviously. But whilst looking at this, I noticed this. Alright, so what is this? That's a die crack. It's definitely not scratched, so that's an interesting variety. So that's 1965. Next one, 1998. And we have doubled. This is not mechanical. I believe this is way too spread out to be mechanical doubling. We could see it's N is pretty doubled, OD doubled, and so is T slightly doubled, R is doubled, U and S are doubled as well, and even the T at the end. And we will have the E doubling as well right here. Yeah, interesting one. Next one, 1999 P Georgia. So this one has some known varieties, one of them being dicots, or whatever you want to call them, die chips to be proper. It's gonna be in the motto, so on the reverse, die chip in W, wisdom, so D, O, we keep going. Obviously this is a circulated coin, there's some crud in it. Then we have O, moderation, right? So it's a T. O is very has a big cut in it. So that's 1998 P Georgia. Next one, Pennsylvania, 1999 P as well. What do we have? Alright, so this one was not that easy to catch, but this is a known one. There is a die chip, die crack is right here between V and the I in Virtue, and between I and the B in Liberty. And I looked at several. This is not an obvious one. I looked at several, and this is the only one that has it. And I had a lot of them to go through. Basically, I had a whole Ziploc bag to go through quarters of different years, and I had several of this Pennsylvania quarters, and this is the only one that has it. And it's different because you can see there's scratches, and they're mostly indented or scratched in, like in Q's, and this one is sticking out, so that's definitely a die crack. Next one, also a known one, 2008 P Alaska. So reverse is known to have different claw cuts or chips, and you could see here they are slightly, even though it's scratched out. But that's not the only variety on the back. There's also die chip right here, the Great Land motto of Alaska. Also known one, very common. Next one, moving to a closer, more recent dates, is Homestead, which is 2015 P, and we have a huge, that's really big. I had maybe 20 of these quarters to go through, and this is the only one that has this. There's a huge die cut below the bucket. Next one, and I have I think 5 of these. They all have the similar same variety. Is Bombay Hook 2015p as well, and we have a cut in the bird's beak. I would say there's like 5 of them that all have the same variety. Next one is Harper's Ferry, which is 2016, and this is you could clearly see circulated coin. This one is a P as well, and so far I found only one among several that has a die cut right here, or die chip, whatever you want to call it professionally. Nothing else on these quarters that I was able to pick up except that variety. Next one is George Rogers Clark 2017 P, and this one has variety on the top trooper soldier. There is a die cut or chip right on his rifle. That's a known one as well, and some of them even have a die chip right here. I think I have 3 of them with similar varieties. And the last one, I found 2 of these, and I'm going to show you both. They're slightly different, but it's an Ellis Island 2017P, and the variety is, I'll just center it like this. So you could see there's a slight cut right here in the gentleman's cap. You could see it circulated. There's scratches on the coin, and there's die cut in a woman's hair as well, right between her hairpiece and the hair. The second coin has a slightly different variety of the same cuds, and they are basically, you could tell, her hair here has slighter cut, not that pronounced, and there's slighter cut right here instead of here. But that's basically it. Both are circulated as well, and I couldn't find anything on the kid's face, so that's good. But yeah, that's basically it. That's all I had. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Comment, like, subscribe. I should bring you guys more videos in the future. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.